Hello, I'm Chrissy. I'm the late night stitcher. This is my first floss tube, so I'm gonna have the total floss tube jitters. I'm gonna start this mid mania because why not? I mean, yeah, if it goes well, it's awesome. If it's not, then this will be the first and only video I guess I post. So let's get started. A little about myself. I'm German American. I was born and raised in Germany. Educated as well. I didn't. My dad's American. My mom's German. I wasn't like on a American base or anything like that. I was, in a German school, so bilingual. I can read, write, math, both both languages, I guess. Um, so this will be a floss tube. I'm a multi-crafter. I cross stitch, quilt, knit, crochet. I tried my hand in English paper piecing. Um, I tried to, yeah, I just like to challenge my mind, I guess. I did a little bit of felting. I made a quiet book when I was pregnant with my youngest. I made a felt tic tac board. I'll show you all later. But yeah, I have three boys. My um, yeah, I moved to the States in 2007 and been here ever since. We went from Ohio to Maryland. Now we live in Virginia. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's great. We've been in Virginia for about 10 years now, I believe. Yes. But why the nighttime stitcher is because that's literally the only time I can really stitch. I mean, with quarantine and kids being at home and teaching them from home and school and oh my goodness, it's just crazy. So late night stitcher, that's the best time I can stitch, and that ranges anywhere from when my youngest goes to bed. He's 5. I have 3 boys. But when he goes to bed, it's between 8 and 9, so that's when I start having my quiet time, and that's what I can stitch. And usually that goes from 9 to like 3 in the morning or so. I can't sleep at night, so yeah, that's what I do. I stitch. Um, I have not tried my hand in like 40 count. That's like insane. I have a piece here, but it's like really tiny. I don't dare to do that yet. Not that confident. But anywho, yeah, nighttime stitcher because I can only stitch at night. Um, and yeah, I can show you a couple of things that I worked on. Oh, and so, like I said, I love crocheting. That's what I don't know. I just tend to do that. It's my stress reliever. I started cross stitching in last year in about April of last year, and yeah, it just came like a boom, I guess. It Yeah, it just came. I really took to it. I found out more fabric. I discovered what fancy floss was, and yeah. So when I was like in or sixth grade, I learned how to. We had something in Germany that was similar to like home ec, and we learned how to crochet and knit and sew with a sewing machine and stuff, and a little bit of cross stitching as well. We had to bring homework home and make sure we got all that right. Well, when you're in fifth and sixth grade, or even a teenager, like, man, what do I need this for when I'm older? Oh man, was I wrong? I love it. I love doing crafts. I love challenging my mind. I love staying busy. Um, on our, I guess, quiet times, I guess, or on our vacation times, we'd love to go to Disney. I have a couple of Mickey ears I can, if this video goes well, show you guys later on. And yeah, I mean, I got a couple of things I can show you guys. I might do this either once a week or once every other week, depending on how fast I can stitch at night, or get pads made or what have you. But for right now, I tried my hand in so many different things. I made like little pouches like this. This one's terrible, but yeah, this is one of like the first ones I made, but like the seam's all wrong, but you know, I tried it. But then I made something like this. It's like a small stitchy bag, which is so much better than the first one. When I open it up, it has stuff in it, but yeah, everything's good inside. And then, like I said, I tried my hand on felting, so I made a tic tac board, and it's obviously, of course, Mickey Mouse. So I made like Mickey Mouse pieces. Here's Mickey's head, and then this is Mickey's pants. And right here, and you know, just lay them on here like felt. See, ta-da! And then my boys have a to-go or on-the-go tic-tac board. So it's really cool. It was fun to make, and gotta love Pinterest. So, and it's a pouch where I can put all this stuff and store it. One of the first quilts I made was actually for my 5-year-old. He loves like any 5-year-old cartoons and stuff. So this is what I made. So this is what I made him. Well, this is one of my first ones, and like I said, I like to challenge my mind. So diagonal it was. And then this is actually from a sheet that we really didn't use anymore. So I'm like, hey, why not utilize that and make it as a backing? And then the binding, I did like this. So I guess it's not bad. Then I really wanted to challenge my mind and make like 8-point stars. So this is my quilt. And this is what it looks like. And it's all different, like grays and whites and teals and... And this is the back of that. And then, like I said, I love crocheting. So made a scrap GAN of scrap yarn that I had. So this is this project. Oops, there we go. And this fits on a queen size bed. And then when my youngest was born, I made him an amigurumi, which is a crocheted stuffed animal. And then I made him a zebra. Yeah. Like I said, keeps my mind busy, keeps me out of trouble. I do work. I am a food service, or, you know, AKA lunch lady. So yay. Yay, lunch ladies out there. Hello. But yeah, let's show you a couple of things that I have worked on. So I started, or actually not started, I did this, well, 1st of May. I started Zodiac. I started doing Mania, but then I guess I got so flustered that starting something every day. What I wanted to do is I wanted to start something every day for the next 7 days, and then do like a repeat wheel where I start whatever I started the first day, or from 1 through 7. I would keep that wheel and then respin that, so I have something to do every week of May. Well, that was a total fail. So my mind doesn't work like that. It doesn't work as, you know, it can't be that structured. So this is the Zodiac from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is how much I have done. I think this is 28 count water lily, I believe. So I have some of the middle done. I have the tiny little rat, the bull, and the tiger. And then these motifs came out like the 15th of May, which I think was yesterday. And then the other thing I made that's also in my tiny pouch is this. This is it's called a needle book. I think it's pretty big for a needle book, but I tried my hand in it. It's okay, But I have like for the zodiac the pattern on this side, then the flosses I'm currently using on this inside of this felt piece, and then the flosses I'm using on this side. So everything's just together because I have multiple projects in here. The other project I want to work on is Satsuma Street, the garden party. I'm going to flash this real quick because I don't have a cover picture, but this is what it is. And that also lives in this pouch. So then, and I'm going to stitch that on 18 count Aida oatmeal. I'm not an Aida hater. I love Aida. That's what I started with. I do other fabrics, but I like how thick and stiff the Aida is. I don't know. I just like how that. Then I made this project bag. I think it's pretty cool. And I also found like these. It was like, I don't know. It was like in the dollar bin at Michael's. So I found these. I'm like, oh, these could be really cool zipper keepers or zipper holders or zipper pullers or whatever you call those. In there I have 2 long dog projects. This one is Death by Cross Stitch. Death by Cross Stitch. I'm doing that in 4522 DMC. It's like a variegated. It's like purples and browns and like grays. It's pretty cool. And then I'm doing this on a 28 count ivory even weave, I believe. So that's what I got there. And I tea-dyed it myself and I baked it, and it's kind of crunchy and crispy and all that. So that's what I got so far on that. I'm doing 1/1, so that's kind of cool. Then I have this one. It's Life After Death. I'm making this in 2 different colors. The main color is going to be, I believe, 3850, and then, oh no, wait, sorry. The main color is, I think, 3847, and then the back stitching will be 3850. And this is how much I got. This is going to be on a 25 Easy Grid Lugana, and that's 1/1. That's how much I got. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a different color. That's the 3850, and this is all 3847 DMC. So that's what I got. Oh, and in this pouch, it's a different color, so I put this in the inside. I tried my hand at it. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know if it's sellable. I don't think it is. Then I got that. Then I made another pouch. This is one of my Heaven and Earth designs, but I made this pouch. I don't have a zipper pull on that. It's just a basic nylon white zipper. And here is all my flosses. Oh my god, I'm bobbinating. But this is one of my needle minders. I somewhat like Harry Potter. I'm not like, woo, you're Harry Potter. But my oldest is. So I found these buttons, and he's a Hufflepuff. So I'm like, ooh, I like the snake. So I guess that's Slytherin. So that one's that. And this is, I'll bring it up, but this is my start of, I have it on the Pattern Keeper. Oh my god, the Pattern Keeper. Best invention ever. Ever. I have my long dog on there. I have numerous patterns from Pick to Pat, which is a like a converter from pictures to pattern. It's pretty cool. This is what I am currently working on. It's Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm not really sure who it's by. I unfortunately can't zoom that in. I haven't either figured that feature out or, yeah. But this is where I am right now. That definitely takes some time to do. Then I made this out of flannel. I made myself a flannel quilt, which maybe I'll show in the next video if that happens. If not, then I made a flannel quilt and it was pretty cool. So this is like the scrap fabric of that quilt. So this is the bag I made. It's just a sleeve of some sort. And in here I have, I'm in hand stitcher. I use, what is those square things called? Q-snaps. I use hoops. I don't have a stand. I don't have like a, we're getting new floors put in, so I don't really have a stitchy spot. I stitch wherever I'm comfortable, so if it would be my room in bed, I'll stitch there. Or if I stitch in my dining room, which this currently is my dining room, this will probably be my main sitting area. I'll stitch in the living room. I'll stitch in my crafting room. I stitch in the car. I stitch everywhere. Anywho, that is from the Country Cottage Needleworks Snow Village. And this is on a 32 count something. And that's how much I got. I love how, I don't know, these white specks looks like snow to me. So that's what I got right there. And so my youngest, he counted 4 snowmen. See, on the picture you have 4 snowmen. And he's like, Mom, one's missing. So I look at my my snow people, and I'm like, Bug, no, they're not. There's no missing. They're all there. There's like, no, we're 5. I'm like, so I had to add a 5th snowman. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 snowmen. Yeah. So that's gonna be definitely, you know, a memory right there. Then I got my first mirabilia was is this one. Gorgeous. I love me some queens. So this is I know I'm saying a lot. It's a lot of Flosstube jitters, I guess. This is what I got on that. So this is like oops, her head and whatever that is, robe or something like that. So that's what that is. Crinkle, crinkle, I know. Putting things back. Which I happen to like the crinkles. I don't mind the crinkles at all. Then, yeah. I got a lot. I mean, I got the one thing I did spin in my wheel. I'm not going to show the wheel. I'm not going to show... because I'm filming from my phone, so the wheel is on my phone, so I can't like show you my wheel, like how many projects I got set up and all that. But it was 7, and one of the ones was this one, and I want to put these. I want to stitch these on 1. I'm doing this on a white 16 count Aida. And I want to make it as one big one or one long one, and just put that in our laundry room. So that's what I'm stitching, and I did a little bit of conversion. I didn't have any of those fancy floss colors or DMC. Yeah, so I didn't have some of those colors. So the colors I am using is 3865, which I think one of them, that was one of them. I got 3865. I got 3787. Then I got 161. And then I got from Color and Cotton, Autumn Gourd? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. It's more like a greenish, yellowish. That comes very, very light. I don't know if I pull it back. Maybe like that, like right here. And then this, I love this color. This is Northern Lights. Beautiful greens. It's more blue on camera, but it's really green. I love this. Favorite color is green. Absolutely love green. Don't know why, just love green. And then, well, we all know what $37.99 looks like. Color and Cotton is the only one that I have a subscription by. I don't have any like extra fabrics or so coming in. If I buy fabrics, it comes from my local stitch shop. Is an hour and a half away. It's Haus Tirol in Williamsburg. Cutest ladies. Oh my goodness. When I was there the first time this year, before all this madness happened. Actually, it was the day after market. I think it was like the 10th of March or something like that. I was there. Not that y'all want to know that. Anyways, when I was there, I met these really cute, adorable ladies. Haus Tirol. The mom owns the shop over 40 years already, and she's Australian, or not Australian, Austrian. So I talked German to her. That was awesome. I made her day. She made my day. Her daughter is also very lovely. I am a terrible person to remembering names. Faces, no bad memory faces. I mean, if I see your face once, I'll remember your face. Names, I'm horrible with faces, with names. Horrible with names. But yeah, that would be my local stitch shop. So I order a lot. I go like more to 1-2-3 Stitch where I order. I recently heard from another floss tuber of Fire Puppies in South Carolina. I want to place an order with them soon-ish. So yeah, but anyways, so I started stitching in April of last year. Found out what Stitchmania was, found out what March Madness is, found out what Market is. So excited, so hyped about all that. If I could, I joined all the things on Facebook. I did WhipGo, I'm Magical Stitches, yeah, and so many others. I started crocheting. Like I said, that's like my go-to. That was my go-to craft. I think I just stitched or crocheted so much throughout my life that it's still my go-to if I'm like really frustrated or irritated and I don't need to look at a pattern, because when I crochet, I can just crochet. I don't have to like look at what I'm doing because my hands already memorize the movements of what I need to do. I started knitting. When I started knitting last year, man, I wanted to knit a washcloth and my brain didn't want to comprehend what my fingers wanted to do. So that was like, oh my gosh, it took me an hour to make a tiny little triangle, and it could have been like 15 minutes with crocheting. Oh my goodness. So this year I'm like, man, I'm going to learn how to knit. So I brought up the crochet crowd, knit crowd, Mikey. So I rewatched all his videos on how to knit and stuff. So I knit a scarf. I knit a scarf. It's currently put away because Virginia weather, we're like in the 80s, where yesterday we were like in the 60s. Anywho, I quilted. I started knit last year in June. I got a sewing machine for my birthday last year in May, so I'm like, ooh, fabric. So that's why in June I started all that stuff. And with any project, any craft, you're still learning. I mean, even to this day, there's stitches of crochet out there that I'm not, I still need to look what I'm doing and, stuff like basics. I know. So cross stitch, why cross stitch video and not crochet is I really love the community of the cross stitching. Instagram, I follow so many people on Instagram. The people that I like to watch on YouTube are the 911 Stitcher. Love her German Shepherds. We got a German Shepherd last year in November. He's a big boy. Oh my goodness, he's a big boy. His name's Zuma. He's 8 months old right now, and he's a big boy. Funny story. Last week it rained, so what do I do? I just let the dog out, and he dug a hole. Well, this hole was massive, and he nose-dived into this hole full of mud. I mean, he was head to toe full of mud. So yeah, love her. 911 Stitcher, German Shepherds, beautiful dogs. Joyfield Stitcher, love watching her. She reminds me so much of my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is also a teacher. She just, funny, upbeat. Just love watching her. Two Martini Stitcher. She's awesome. Love her drinking during the videos. Not all the time, but hey, why not? I mean, I got my Baileys right here. Hey, Prost. Then I like watching Steel City Stitchers. It's just really cool how four really cool women do all this at once. How they built their own little community, friendship kind of thing. I unfortunately don't know anybody in my friend circle, family circle that cross stitches. I'm a very multi-crafter. So if anybody's out there in Virginia, hi. I do know that Amy Loves Toads lives in Virginia. I'm not sure where though. I'm not a creeper by all means. Pam's Crafty Corner. Oh my goodness. I love her stitching. She is the one that made me jump on the band wheel for Death by Cross Stitch. I saw hers, saw her progress. I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta do that. That's awesome. It's gonna take me 10 lifetimes, but I'm gonna try to do that. So 1/1 on 28 count. How ambitious am I? And then stitching in sequence. Her bathroom, oh my goodness. Y'all need to check that out. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions or any critique of how my video went, like I said, don't be too judgmental. My first one. I love all the things. I want to buy all the things. I've had all that money, but being a mom of 3 boys, man, they eat a lot. So that's where our money goes. But yeah, I mean, I try to be me. I try not to say too much. I swear like a sailor, so I'm really gonna try my hardest not to, do that. But if it comes out, I'm human. So yeah, if y'all liked what you saw, subscribe, hit that like button, maybe the bell. I'm not quite sure how all that works, but I'll figure that out too. Yeah. So I'm not going to keep them too long. Like I said, maybe once a week, once every other week, depending on how this goes, how fast I stitch, or how much crafty goodness I do. But this is going to be first and foremost a Flosstube. And yeah. Oh, and I really like Chelsea and Priscilla. Love her hair. Holy cow. I love that hair. Her baby, so cute. Cash. Oh my goodness. Their stitching are awesome. What mom and daughter can do is amazing. Pam and Stephanie, what they can do, amazing. I wish my mom would, would crochet, or not crochet, but cross stitch, so I could bring her on. But maybe one day. But anyways, so I'm going to get to stitching since this is the nighttime stitcher, or the late night stitcher, I'm sorry. And yeah, I bid you farewell. Bye.